and welcome everybody to the Poly's 4th Annual WebXR Awards press conference today. And with me here is Sophia Moshasha. My name is Julie Smithson, and together we are co-hosts of this year's awards, and we're looking forward to making the announcements for this year's nominees. And let's get started. What a year it has been for XR. Spatial computing. What's old is new. The Polys is back on March 3rd, and Sophia and I are too for the 4th Annual WebXR Awards. Every year, we shine a light on this emerging medium, and now it's more important than ever to recognize the pioneers who are propelling us forward. Right, Sophia?
That's right, Julie. Despite the tough economic times, the strikes, the layoffs, and budget tightening this year, this field is filled with innovation and enthusiasm like never before. The moment that's been building. Last Friday, Apple finally came to the market and sold out on their first run of 80,000 headsets in 30 minutes. And yes, of course, Apple Vision Pro has a Safari browser that supports WebXR.
And by the time we get to the Polys, just 1 month after developers get their headsets, WebXR will have the largest content ecosystem available on that platform. Exciting times for sure. We're here to announce the nominated experiences for this year's Polys and other big news about our show that's now less than 5 weeks away.
It's the Poly's tradition for our honorees to choose who comes next. And in December, we announced the class of 2023. Neil Trevitt, chair of the Metaverse Standards Forum, president of the Kronos Group, and VP of Developer Ecosystems at NVIDIA, was named by Patrick Cozy for this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. Britton Heller picked international intellectual property lawyer, AI and metaverse ethicist, and TED fellow Michaela Montagna as our Ombudsperson of the Year. Paige Dansinger, the XR Woman Real Impact Award winner and Woman About the Metaverse. Our hero, Paige, who richly deserves to have been nominated by Ivo Haining for this year's Community Honoree, all of whom, of course, will be meeting on the red carpet as well.
Which brings us to our first big announcement. Metatraversal Fellow, the CEO of Reality Craft and OG XR producer, Ivo Haining, will be directing this year's show, and we look forward to having her join us on our team.
Hi, this is Ivo Haining. I've been a part of every Polys, on the red carpet, as a presenter, as an honoree, and now I'm thrilled to have been invited to direct the 4th Annual Polys with this amazing team. This year, we're also adding a new award to recognize an unprecedented and unparalleled achievement. This will be the first time the Polys recognizes a native VR experience. The XR Elevation Award for Advancement of the Immersive Medium will go to the team at Engage XR for Fatboy Slim, Eat, Sleep, VR, Repeat. Watch the Polys on March 3rd to see why.
There's never been nothing else quite like it. We'd like to acknowledge that we're coming to you live from the Polys Red Carpet Theater in Engage, where the public watch party will be held. This world built by Cause and Christie was reincarnated here after Altspace perished, just a few days after we held the funeral for it at the last Polys. Last year, we had a series of firsts, and thanks to our friends at Zero Space, Scatter, Double I Studios, and Looking Glass, we're also really excited to have DJ Celeste Lear remixing the Polys theme for us. We're very proud to be presenting our virtual trophy on the gorgeous Looking Glass holographic display.
We're proud to be partnering with the VR/AR Association, and I'll be welcoming its president, Nathan Pettyjohn, to the red carpet. I will have the honor of interviewing the grandfather of VR himself, the one and only Tom Furness, who will be presenting our top award, Experience of the Year. And Sonia Haskins from AWE, a game of the year for us, Felix Zong, who will present Mixed Reality Experience of the Year, and spoiler alert, is a multiple nominee, and Tom Emmerich will also join me. He's presenting Innovator of the Year, and spoiler alert!
Sophia, enough with the spoilers. Let's just get on with what we're here for, to speak the names of this year's illustrious nominees.
You mean like Niantic's Wall, nominated in 4 categories?
Yes, but let's go category by category. We're so pleased how competitive this year's categories are. And let's start with Tom Emmerich's category, Innovator of the Year. Do you want to do this one?
Sure, you bet I do. I can't wait to see who wins this one. Our nominees for Innovator of the Year are HeyVR.io for their WebXR game publishing platform, Mark Neuroff and Fairy App, 3D Street Viewer, It's Right There in the Name by Kieran Farr, Frame for the relentless incremental improvements, making it a premier WebXR platform, Gabe Baker and team. Immersive Web Emulator, which simulates VR experiences on desktop, making it easier for developers to debug outside VR, led by Felix Zhang and Meta Reality Labs. And 5R's online festival by Karam Mohs and James Bayankun. Arrival.Space A World of Portals by Lisa Maria Werzinger, Jiro Egger, and Thomas Richter Trummer.
Recognizing developer talent is a big part of why we do this. All our developers are behind nominated experiences. So let's do the experience category first.
Sure. I'll start with Game of the Year, to be presented by Sonia Haskins. Elysium by Elixir Games. Codename Spectral Drawn by Tristan James. The Escape Artist by Paradowski Creative and James C. Kane. Dead Secret Circle by Timmy Sorscoot Cook, rebooting the game of Robot Invader into WebXR. Hoverfit by The Fitness Resort, Playco Studios, and Vite Rabbit. And F60 by Ariel Cohen, where you better solve the puzzle before you get carried away.
With the higher quality pass-through on the Quest 3, I love the different types of experiences in this competitive category. For Mixed Reality Experience of the Year, to be presented by Felix Zhang. Digivid 19, a meditation experience by Prefrontal Cortex and Felix Herbst. Pan Studio by Tristan James, playing a steel drum in your living room. Climate, El Nino Predictions by Flow Immersive. AR Shopping by Ethereal Engine. Molecular WebXR and Fabio Cortez Rodriguez and Luciano Arrabbiata, and Wall by Niantic, Liquid City, and InWorld AI.
Next up, Entertainment Experience of the Year, to be presented by Joanna Popper. T-Mobile Business 5G Track at the Las Vegas Grand Prix by Big Rock Creative and Ethereal Engine. And more nominations for Hoverfit by The Fit. Another nomination to the Escape Artist, Paradowski Creative and James C. Kane. Wall by Niantic, Liquid City, and InWorld AI. Dead Secret Circle by Timmy Sorscoot Cook, faithfully recreating the PC VR game by Robot Invader into WebXR with original assets. And Pan Studio, Tristan John.
We've got some great nominations in Education Experience of the Year, to be presented by Renard Jenkins. Paleo California, anthropology professor Dr. Keith Chan, winner of the first Poly in this category, built an amusement park ride through Los Angeles in the Paleolithic era. Megaminds, I Have a Dream, an experience that takes you into the mall in Washington, D.C. in 1963 for the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s landmark civil rights speech. Molecular WebXR, visualizing chemistry and structural biology is a perfect education use case for this medium from Fabio Cortez Rodriguez and Luciano Abriata at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne. Wall, the cute little AI owl interactively teaches you about ecology of the redwoods from the comfort of your living room in this third nomination for Niantic, Liquid City, and InWorld AI. And this immersive infographic takes you on an astonishing tour of the Matanza Rocciello River Basin environmental sanitation facility in Buenos Aires by the World Bank.
Now, before we announce who's up for the big prize, here are the nominees for Developer of the Year who made possible some of the nominations we just heard about. Felix Zhang of the Meta browser team and founder of Elixir Games and the Elysium game and led the build on the Immersive web emulator. Josh Field of Ethereal Engine with a stellar commit history in 2023. Ella Jucheski, aka Senior People, worked on Hoverfit as well as games available on Hey VR, including Day Elvery, Labby Roots, and Mr. Not Enough. Tristan John, nominated for Pan Studio and codename Spectral Drawn, and Felix Herbst from Needle Tools and Prefrontal nominated for DigiVid 19. James C. Kane, last year's Game of the Year winner, is nominated twice this year for The Escape Artist.
And now for the final category, which we will be very honored to have Tom Furness present for us. And the nominees for the 2023 Experience of the Year at the Fourth Polys are Hoverfit, the beautiful multiplayer hoverboard fitness experience by the Fitness Resort, Playco Studios, and White Rabbit. DigiVid 19, the meditation app in German by Prefrontal Cortex. The Escape Artist, The Escape Room by Paradowski Creative and James C. Kane. The Matanza Ricciolo Experience, another nomination for Jimmy Vanstein's team at the World Bank, who took home a trophy at the first Polys, and a fourth nomination for Niantic, Liquid City, and InWorld AI. Wall, the friendly conversation owl who brings the story of the Redwoods into your living room in mixed reality. And Dead Secret Circle, the horror mystery by Timmy Sorscoot Coke.
Wow, and to think nominations this year got off to a slow start, but once again, the community came through and delivered some incredible competitive experiences. Most categories have 6 nominations featuring a wide range of content that demonstrates the power of WebXR.
For sure. And now these experiences will go to the judges. The Polys does not charge a fee for nomination entries, and we do not make public announcements about our esteemed panel of judges from across the XR industry. The Polys uses ranked choice voting on a secret ballot, and the winners are kept tightly under wraps until they're revealed on the day of the show.
We'd like to thank our partners, Looking Glass, for sponsoring our winners, the VR AR Association, Engage, 3 Pound XR, Double I Studio, Silicon Harlem, XR Connected, V-Artisans, Nowhere, AWE, Causing Christie, Metaverse, Power Simple, Scatter, and Zero Space. If you'd like to join our team and sponsor for the future event, please do reach out. We have a couple of sponsor spots left for this year's event.
Well, here we go, Sophia. It's on. Year 4 is here. We're so grateful for the support of our community that we get wherever we go. The Polys is loved, and the Polys loves you, and that's the place we bring you this show from, our hearts, where we know where the transformative power of this medium is changing the world, one experience at a time. Sophia, myself, and the team will see you on Sunday, March 3rd with the red carpet beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there.
And congratulations to the nominees, to those in attendance. Thank you for coming, and thank you all for watching. We will see you at the Polys.
Thank you, everybody.